Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome back to East the Oath in Felghana, where we are about to go spelunking in the abandoned mines with our new double jump ability, which should make this descent a lot easier. Okay, right away, full disclosure. This is another case where I'm having to re-record these episodes. So this next dungeon you're about to see me play, I am not playing it blind. I'm sorry. I had some trouble with the audio and the video. I believe it has something to do with the frame rate getting borked, since the audio ended up being very much out of sync with the video, so I'm going to just have to re-record my gameplay through this. I don't want to do a talk over the video, honestly. I didn't want to do that, so I'm just going to replay this bit again. Which means I'll probably do it a little bit faster, a little bit more efficient, but whatever. Like, I'm not suddenly good at the game. Don't be confused, guys. It's just that I've done this dungeon already at one time. Honestly, I've done part of it several times, since I died halfway through several times in this dungeon. Today I am actually recording for the first time. I've decided to just say, okay, I'm done with fraps then, because I'm not sure if the problems with the frame rate are due to the old archaic structure of fraps, so I'm giving OBS Studio a go now. I mean, I've actually had it for a long time on my computer, but I liked fraps' simplicity. It's just fire and forget recording. The giant file size wasn't that much of a problem, because I have a separate external hard drive that I record onto, which had plenty of space for those huge files. But if it's due to fraps that I've had these recent problems where audio and video get so out of sync, if OBS does it more reliably, I'll give it a go. So that's why we're doing a little test recording today. Let me know in the comments if, like, the video quality is significantly different from previous episodes. In which case I'll have to either re-finagle the settings of OBS, or I'll just try to get back to fraps and try to mess with its settings, or my computer settings, to get more consistent recording. Well, enough about that trivia. You guys are interested in the game itself, so let's carry on. We got this room one time last episode, but I'm just doing it again. I never did it after I died last time, so here we go. Just 50 Raval ore, a nice little cachet of treasure there. So last time, if you guys missed at the very end of the episode, we went to that cave to the top left, which turned out to be where the mural was, where the ghost of the hero Genos came online and exposited to us about the danger that is threatening Felghana, which is the ancient demon Galbalan. We finally have a name for our foe. Is this creature Galbalan, some kind of dangerous monster of ancient lore, which threatened the land, which Genos defeated, but could not destroy completely, instead split into 4 statues, of which we have 2 at the moment. It's almost certainly these right here. That's what it was very blatantly obvious that this is what they are, these statues right here. Which means that I'm a little leery about us gathering these 4 statues. Because that sounds like that would hasten Galbalan's return, which would be very much a bad thing, as far as I can tell. So, I'm a little leery about us doing this, but on the other hand, Genos also exposited, or the ghost of Genos, or the voice pretending to be Genos, we don't really know yet, exposited that the resurrection was nigh in any case. So I guess we should try and get the statues in any case, if that somehow helps us defeat Galbalan in the end. Like, if the resurrection is going to happen no matter what, then I don't know, maybe this will help. It's what the ancient hero entreated us to do. Oh. Anyway, we made it down to the bottom of this chasm now. As you can see, this new double jump ability which Genos granted to us helped us out immensely in traversing this. Last time I fell down this early and oh boy, it was quite a mess as I came tumbling down, but with double jump, way more control. This end over here is a dead end. We just got some treasure from there, so let's head on leftwards. And as you can see, had I finished exploring this bottom area before going to the mural and getting the double jump, I would not have been able to progress, because here you need the double jump to vault this bit right here. Or I guess I could really quickly... Yeah, no, that does not provide the spinneroonie jump does not provide the verticality I would need to get up there. It didn't look like it anyway, so definitely was worth it to go and get that mural first to make any progress. Not to mention, double jump just is such a useful skill in video games. I mentioned it last time, but I just can't overstate it. And I feel like it's a big, big help in video games. It just provides so much control over your, like, if you mess up falling off a cliff, you can kind of recover, you know, Smash Bros. Gameplay, and it just provides more options in traversal. I remember, at least in Crash Bandicoot 3, I just felt like the game opened up so much once you beat the second boss, Dingodile, and you get the double jump. I felt way more like able to traverse the levels at that point. Speaking of levels, I guess I should mention this. Oh my god, you are a humongous dude. Oh my god, don't hit me with your hammer. That's just... Ugh. Actually, let's put a button on my level thought real quickly, and let's review our monster manual now that we've met that big fellow right there. That is indeed... Oh, by the way, we've never read about these plants either. They're called robles, a mutated insect-eating plant that captures prey in its tentacles. Relies on ground vibrations to sense movement, so is best struck from above. So, I guess a bit like a Venus flytrap, a bit like a sundew also, by the looks of it. I think it's called a sundew, is the really sticky, odd-looking swamp flower that the insects get stuck on. So, in any case, not a nice guy. But this big fellow is a Duradel, a powered-up Radel. Strikes the ground hard enough to trigger an earthquake. Becomes completely enraged when injured. He's a bit of a mean fella, and if you could recall, Radel was those tiny little gobbos we fought in the Tigray Quarry, so I guess underground they become these giant juiced-up versions. Okay, that anger attack they do, I've never really been able to learn to avoid those very well. Hey, level up gave us a nice little boost to our hit point, so we're at level 21 now, right. Yeah, I got a one level off screen when I was coming back to that chasm from the Tigray Quarry travel shrine. If you were wondering why I was already at level 20, now I'm at level 21, of course. Yeah. I think we'll hit one more level before we get to the end of this dungeon, I think? Maybe? Anyway, my thought about levels. This dungeon in particular finally really made me, like, appreciate and see how this game is different from Ys 7. Because, as I've mentioned, old school Ys fans feel like the formula was changed come Ys 7. Oop. I'll just grab that Revolor right there. From this... I mean, this was, of course, different from the original two Yses, which are all about the bump combat. But, like, then there's, like, this era of Ys games, which... classic Ys fans reading their opinions online, a lot of people really... It just seems unanimous that the gameplay changed up in Ys 7 onwards. I don't mean that it changed necessarily for the worse, because I know that the Ys 8 Lacrimosa of Dna is, like, super beloved. Like, it's a big favorite for a lot of people. But apparently it is different gameplay-wise, and I finally realize now, maybe this isn't what they're saying, but this is what I see as the big difference, is this focus on platforming. Ys 7 didn't really have any platforming. Instead of a jump, we had the dodge roll, but we didn't really do any jumping. The most platforming you did was walking in precarious places, I guess. I think you could fall off some places. There was, like, some wind puzzles. But this one, you actually have to jump over chasms. You have to, like, you have verticality in your movement. And this dungeon, like, as we descend deeper and deeper into this harrowing cavern, really sold that for me and made me, like, really realize that. So, I see now, guys. I see what the big difference is. I know the other one that people cite is that, you know, in E7 and onwards, you have, like, those special abilities, like, special moves, and also you have, like, different party members, so it's not just Adol, and you, like, tag out who you're controlling. Okay, maybe, yeah, I mean... Cool beans, if, like, that feels significant to others. I don't feel like those are, like, huge departures from the formula here. Like, we have the spells in this, which function a lot like the abilities that I had in E7. And the party member swapping isn't that crazy to me. It's not like, gameplay changes super significantly when you do that, so I don't really personally sign off on that being very different. But I guess I see what people are talking about there. For me, it's this level design is so different from what 7 was like that I think that's what the main difference for me is. Alright, so we just met the worst enemy in this area. Not the worst, most annoying enemy in this area, the jellyfish fella. Which is called a Barlin, a flying jellyfish-like creature. Attacks from above with electricity. Shares basic structure with Phosons, maybe from the same genus. A Phoson, if you guys forget, was those blob monsters that were at the top of this area. So that's really cool. I love that kind of world building there going on with, like, showing these two monsters are related, possibly. It's so small, but I just dig it, you know, those kind of little details. But yes, these jellyfishes, Barlins, are freaking awful. Oh god, and another awful enemy, that fella right there. Look at this guy. Come here, you. Ugh, come on. As you can see, that was a dark-colored version of the Gelds we've fought. That is a Gelgrad, a subspecies of Geld, able to camouflage itself in the dark, and when found, attacks with claws, pursues its prey endlessly. They're also quite annoying, but the jellyfish is annoying because they have wonky hitboxes when they shoot their laser down. Like, it is super easy to get hit by... Like, look, I just got hit there. You saw that? I somehow got hit by the laser just now. And also, you know, they're in the air, so goddamn they are annoying to try and hit. Look at that. How am I taking hits? I'm already down to half health. This is horrifying. We're about to get to an area where I got very close to dying, so... And it features specifically those Gelds and the... Not Gelds, those Barlins and these Gelgrads. So we'll see how I do this time. Maybe I can do it with a one go. I don't know. My health is really low. I never jumped from here, but I think if you go from here, you drop down into a horrible cave with terrible challenges to deal with. So we're not going to do that. We're not going to leap of faith from there. Hell no. Instead, we're going to go down here. This is the cave where I died several times, I think. Yes, we got some jellyfishos over there. Yeah. There, I tried to do this to hit them. Look at that, oh my god, I'm gonna die here. Fuck, look at it chase me down. So fortunately, there's a health right there. God, I almost died without even getting to the hard part. And I had to use that health so early, which is bad, because I kind of wanted to save it for the next monsters coming this way. So, look at the range on the Black Geld, the Gelgrad. They are way worse than at first I thought they were, because, yeah, they reach so far with those slashes of theirs, and they love to play keep away. They will totally keep their distance and hit you from maximum range. They're tricky like that, so... I have huge agita fighting them, and especially this next part where I think there's two of them and those jellyfish at the same time. Let's bait out some monsters on their lonesome, because holy shit. There we go. Look at that, it still clipped me. You saw that? That damn monster, it got me. The hitboxes are so strange on those fellas. Hey, see how far it reaches? Like, I'm playing super carefully here because I know I've died twice on this part. I know that if I don't play this carefully, I will get overwhelmed. Alright, now we get these guys just to mess with us. So I found that, it's actually using the fireballs is actually pretty good on these guys, since they're pretty slow, they don't reach too far unless they do their, like, berserker smashes. So fireballs, I think, are the way to clear those big gobos, those Duradels. Oh god. Although it's still a little risky business. There we go. I'm playing it super carefully because I know I could get overwhelmed in this part if I don't play my cards right. Yeah, imagine 2 of those black gelds and those jellyfishes coming after me, or possibly these jellyfishes with those damn lightning attacks, and several of those gobos. Yeah. I hope you can understand why I had major trouble in this part. Oh god, now he's gonna do the charges. When he does that huge wind-up, that's what happens, and oh! Ow. Ah, da, 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 da. No health. That's a problem. Yeah, so there's nothing in this nook. So, I haven't tested it, but I have a feeling that if you drop down from that bridge we saw above, if you jump off it, I think you fall down here, which means you have to fight the 3 Duradels, 2 jellyfish, 2 black gelds, all at the same time. In other words, you die. Or at least I do, because holy shit. And we're still not in the clear. Like, this dungeon's pretty cool, this abandoned mine. But the fact that there's, like, no halfway checkpoint... I mean, that one jar that gave us health is technically the halfway checkpoint. Like, this gave me a little bit of agita, this level, I'm not gonna lie. Although, we're gonna get a level up in a second, I think. That'll also help us, because you get your health refilled when you get a level up. Oh, God. Just play it really carefully with these. Look at that. That doesn't look like that should hit, but it did. It just is what it is. You just gotta deal with it. Okay, good. Level up. Got a nice boost to the health from there. This has some real Mega Man logic, this game, with its health drops, in that you get the huge health boosts when you're full on health. It seems like you never get them when you really want them, when you're, like, about to die. I shouldn't complain too much. This was a pretty cool dungeon in the end, but, like, this is absolutely really showing the difficulty of Classic Ys, in that it is so cutthroat. It is so... If you don't play things carefully, you can get overwhelmed. We'll see it in the boss as well, which I initially almost raged at. I had some frustration with, but then it actually turned out to be pretty okay. Look at the AI's trying to, like, play keep away so it can hit me from super far away with its giant kicks. I mean, pretty cool in that sense, but man, it's frustrating. Ah! There we go. Oh god. Oh god, what am I doing? He's not gonna make it up the stairs, is he? He totally can't make it up the stairs. Okay. Doesn't look like these guys get stunned either, because, you know, the double jump, you get enough verticality, you can totally stun an enemy with... Well, you have a higher chance to stun an enemy when you drop down like that. I haven't seen it happen to these big Duradels ever, so I think they're just so chunky that it doesn't happen. Oh god, there's like 4 of these guys down here. This dungeon really does not play around. Oh my god, thank you. The rare health you got after all. Ow. There we go. Now then. There's a chest up there. How the hell... Oops, that was the wrong power-up. Let's see if I can pull this off. I think by a fluke I was able to jump from down here when I first did this, but, no, I think what the game wants you to do is drop down from above. So let's go do that. I think it'll go easier that way. Yeah, this was a stressful dungeon in some ways, this abandoned mine. The game is not playing around anymore. I guess it never was, but there we go, made it there. Adol elixir. This was the maximum HP increase, yes, although it's not a huge increase. Let's just look at this. So it's 184. Let's pop that. 187. Wow, 3 more hit points. It's better than nothing, but it kind of like, well then. I guess they add up as you get them throughout the game, so shouldn't complain too much. Okay, so you may have noticed the bottom of this area is a dead end. Nowhere to go down there. So that kind of made me go like, what the heck? But if you noticed when we jumped for that chest, there was a cliff to the left. So the idea is actually that you're supposed to do this to cross the chasm. Kind of cheeky. This is a little easy to miss. But I guess the idea is if you make the jump to that chest, you spot this on the way, so it's not that bad. Let me think now, let me think here. What was I thinking? The thing is, I somehow managed to jump to that chest from the bottom. Somehow, I swear I did it like that on my first go, so I didn't notice this. So at first I was like, what the heck am I supposed to do now? Did I miss something? I didn't, wasn't stuck on that super long. I eventually found out where to go there. Okay, so, this is this cavern. Now we have this big, oh god. Now we have this big horizontal cavern. So the gimmick here is that we have to cross these, like kind of platforms. And I've checked, there's nothing down here except death. This is... There's only enemies in these bottom areas, so I'm just gonna try and stay up here. Really, if I wanted to, I could go and kill the enemies down there for XP. I don't want to risk that. They're so annoying, those goddamn... Those Duradols are hard to mess with. Like, the theme of this dungeon, I felt, was wonky hitboxes that just mess me up, because the Duradols also hit me very easily when it looks like they shouldn't be hitting me. Like, they have really huge hitboxes with those hammers that they swing around. Like, I'll take a hit if I'm standing behind them when they're active, with their active frames. It's a little stressful. So I am not gonna go spelunking down there. Oh no, he's gonna do the charges! Okay, you just go that away. Ooh. Wait, are we supposed to double back here? Oh. Oh, okay. Did I get this chest on my first go? I'm not sure. I got confused because I think we have another switch back later in the dungeon, but there was one here as well. All right then. Because I swear there wasn't a chest like that. Oh god. Man, also stressful is listening to those damn Duradels because you can hear them stomping around. Cool little sound design, but like, boy. It gives me agita to know that there's a ton of them down there. Also, what's giving me agita is look at my health right now. Yeah, this is the switchback I was thinking of. Ugh. Oh my god. Because I think there's a dead end that way. What the? I swear I've done... Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Ooh, nice. Look, I'm playing super careful because I can only take like a couple more hits. There we go. Oh, thank goodness. Just what the doctor ordered. There we go. Got up there. Oh, alright. Alright, we can relax a little bit. And I believe, yes, we have to. Yeah, down there, there's nothing more than just another pit of enemies, so we're not going down there. And over here... I guess at some point we'll get an ability to get through this boulder or something. So we're just gonna have to let those skelebones over there with their cartoonish Viking helmets hang out for now. You guys enjoy your bony existence, why don't you? We'll instead go down there. Oh man, this dungeon blazed by with me re-recording because now I knew all the tricks and traps and I knew where to be super careful and where not to. Oh, man. So let's drop a save right here. Finally, the Finally, I would have put a second one in this dungeon, like somewhere halfway, because otherwise I'm like gonna have a heart attack with how tricky this was. But yes, now it's time to do the boss. So like I mentioned, this boss also really frustrated me at first, and I had some choice words to spare, but I actually realize I'm in the wrong here. It's actually a pretty good boss, and it was a mistake on my part, mainly just kind of not thinking outside the box enough, or like not just realizing the ideas, you know, just being too blunt forward. Like, you have to put a little bit of thought into this first phase of this fight. So let's go. There's that emerald that we were talked about. Jesus! It's a cave worm. Hystersiva. Ow! Alright, already got screwed up. Ow! God, okay, not going great. I guess I can show you first, like, what happens when you just brute force this. First of all, you can see that it spawns these crystal things, the worm. And it loves using that swing attack. As you noticed, did you see any wind up to that? Because I sure didn't. Okay, I got destroyed. So yeah, if you don't know what you're doing in this first phase, I found this to be a nightmare. It spawns these crystals that shoot out these little blips. Those aren't actually too bad. They only do like 1 hit point of damage, those little crystal blips. But the giant crystal in the background will shoot out lasers that get refracted off the crystals, and there's more lasers flying around the more crystals there are, so this easily gets out of hand. On top of that, when you hit this Sturziva, it sprays that green fluid on the ground, which makes you slip and slide, which just makes it trickier. And on top of that, you saw that huge swing attack that this Sturziva does, which has like 0 wind-up. Ow. And like, just wrecks me when I let it hit me. Also, that just shockwave is a little tricky to avoid. Not impossible when it swings down.